of the Lord of the Baldur's Gate come forward. Let justice be done upon him. Can I help you with something? Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Boy do I have a deck for you. We are playing Historic today on MTG Arena, and this deck absolutely blew me away last week. I built it on stream as part of my show Freshly Brewed, where I just build a deck and we just play it. Never knowing if the deck's going to be good or not, and after a 3-0 run and some very, very impressive games, Gates might be a real deck in Historic. So let's take a look here at what's going on. There are two very, very important cards that are the catalyst here. First is Maze's End. And this is a card that is in one of the Historic anthologies. It is also in Pioneer, but got a huge power boost thanks to the Baldur's Gate release on Arena, which added a bunch more gates to the format. So Maze's End is a land. It is not a gate itself. Enters battlefield taps for colors. You can pay 3 and return it to your hand to search your library for any gate, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Most importantly, if you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. Now, this card was first in Standard, where it did see a small amount of play in Standard and Block Constructed. I played against it at the Pro Tour, actually, Pro Tour San Diego 2013, sorry. Obviously, it's a little tough, and there was only exactly 10 gates. So the original guild gates from all the guilds, Azorius, Dimir, Izzet, you get the idea. So there were 10 different guild gates and Maze's End, and that was it. There were no other gates. Well, Baldur's Gate, both the set and the card are here to change that. Baldur's Gate is a new card from the Baldur's Gate expansion on Arena. Baldur's Gate is a legendary gate land that comes in untapped. And it's basically Cabal coffers for gates. Tap 2, add X mana of any one color, or X the number of gates you control. So if I have 5 lands in play, and 4 of them are gates, or whatever, or 3 of them or 4 of them are gates, whatever, this starts to make you mana. Later in the game, it can make an insane amount of mana. It's also a gate that comes in untapped, and a gate with a unique name. Also, we get these single color gates that all have the ability to pay for and to draw a non-land card. Which is awesome. So Manorborn, Tumbledown, Seatower, and Citadel, leaving us with a deck that has 5, 10, 14 uniquely named gates. Now that makes it a lot easier to Maze's End. All right, now Maze's End is a very, very powerful card, really good in your slow matchups, but not the primary win condition. But it's pretty awesome to have this card that's pretty good by itself, and then a secondary win condition in the deck, which is great. So why gates? What else are we doing here besides Maze's End? Well, there are actually a lot of really good gate cards. Gates Ablaze, perhaps the best. The mana for a sorcery does X damage to each creature, or X is the number of gates you control. It's a wrath effect that scales through the game, which is super awesome. Gatebreaker Ram is a 2/2 for 3. It's basically the size of all your gates plus 2, and has vigilance and trample. So very commonly a 6/6 trample on turn like 4 or 5, which is great. And also super cool, always lives through Gates Ablaze because it has 2 more power and toughness than gates you have, which is awesome. So great offensive and defensive creature. And Guild Summit, which is a 3-mana enchantment. When it ETBs, you can tap additional gates to draw cards. And then more importantly, whenever you play a gate, you draw a card. So great card draw engine, a little bit slow, but a very, very powerful card. Now, of course, these are a lot of really cool payoffs for playing gates, but what's the downside to playing gates? Your deck is almost all tap lands, right? So how can we mitigate that in a fast format like Explorer? Well, we play extra lands. Explore, play an extra land this turn. Arboreal Grazer, play an extra land this turn. Growth Spiral, play an extra land this turn. So we can kind of play one of these on turn 2, put an extra land in. Now we're playing a 3-drop on turn 3 and then playing a tap land, at least trying to play on curve, get to all our powerful stuff. But the biggest draw to the deck might actually be Circuitous Route here. 4 mana for a sorcery, search for 2 gates, and put them on the battlefield tapped. This is basically Primeval Titan in this deck. This will almost always get a Baldur's Gate, and then one of your card draw gates. So when you're flooded, you can draw cards, and you make a lot of mana. So it's getting all the tutoring, all the lands you want, and also ramping you, which is phenomenal. And then lastly, we have Hydroid Krasis, which is just a great ramp card in general, but phenomenally good alongside Baldur's Gate as a mana sink, gains life, draws cards, and most importantly, good against control decks. So if your opponent's playing counter spells, still draw the cards, and then of course Maze's End can still kill them. So against fast decks, we're looking to Gates Ablaze, kill all their stuff, play a Ram, play a Hydroid Krasis. Against slower decks, Maze's End is our primary win condition. We can kind of just chill, keep playing lands, and end them. Maze's End also plays extremely well with our extra land effects because we can Maze's End back to our hand, get a gate, and then we can explore it back into play and keep kind of making our land drops over and over. So that's the main deck. We are companioning Jegantha because it's free. And honestly, Jegantha is a really good companion ramp deck, so you have a bunch of mana and nothing to do with it. That's great. We've got Deafening Clarion. So you can see the main deck is Temur. This is mostly a Temur deck, but because you need to play a bunch of different named gates, we're playing some black gates for nothing more than just playing uniquely named lands. So playing more colors is basically free. And a few white sources here and there give us access to Deafening Clarion, which is not only a good sweeper, but also very good with the Ram, because the Ram will live and gain lifelink. Chandra's an extra piece against control decks. You lose the ability to Jegantha, but it's still worth it. Ugin's a big cleanup against decks like Auras and big permanent-based decks, Angels, etc. A couple Graveyard Hate cards, a couple counter spells when the Gates Ablaze aren't good, and then a couple Archway Angel, mostly for mono red. Just a card that can come in, gain 8 to 10 life, and get stabilize the game that way. So this deck has been absolutely awesome. I've been so impressed with this deck. I played probably maybe 10 matches at this point, and I'm probably like 8-2, maybe 7-3, 8-2, which is really, really impressive because on first build it was like Gates, Maze's End. What are you even doing, Jim? So deck looks great. Let's play some games. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's get right to it. It's Gates time. Time to open the gates on the play. 2 land hand. I will also note that this deck is playing 30 lands. 30 lands. That's right, 30 lands. Because you need to make a land drop literally every turn. So a little annoying when you open up on a 2-lander. We can't keep this hand. So one of the important things, the reason why we're playing 30 lands in our deck, is that we need to make a land drop every single turn with additional land effects. So a card like Arboreal Grazer isn't very good in a 2-land hand because you're just going to put a land into play and then not make a land drop return. So got a mulligan this hand, even though it's a 2-lander. This is kind of a weird deck. It's definitely a lands deck through and through. So we're going to mulligan here. And mulligan to a much better hand. So we can get to keep this here. Keep this. Opponent mulliganed also. We have no red at present. I'm going to dump this Gates Ablaze. I want to make all these land drops. We have a Ram for some sizing, and a Grazer to block. We're also in the play, so we're going to just dump the Gates Ablaze and start here. The non-gate lands of the deck are 2 forests and a pathway, just to make sure we can play our green stuff untapped. Need to have some amount of untapped lands, and then... And then Plaza of Harmony here is also a super awesome card. When it ETBs, if you have 2 more gates, you gain 3 life. And it taps for mana for all of your gates, which is awesome. So, interesting. So, we drew a route, which we really want to cast as soon as possible. We could go Harmony untapped into Ram here, but then I can't cast route the turn after. So, we're just going to play a tap land here. Also, we'll get the 2 life. We'll get the life off the Harmony too. So, let's take up Scattered Groves for our opponent. A little green-white action. Love a deck list over here is so small. Just all 4 ofs and a bunch of lands. Sithis Harvest Hand. Interesting. This is going to be a Enchantress deck. I don't know how this is going to play out, honestly. I guess Maze's End will be good here, right? See if they lock us out, we can still Maze's End them. So play Plaza, gain some life, play Route here. You can see the Plaza right now is blue-green. Love this UI update. Love it. But we're going to Route here and get probably Boros Guildgate, and we're going to get our Baldur's Gate. Almost always get Baldur's Gate for mana, and then Boros Guildgate will give us all of our colors. So, now this taps for any color, and then we get to say go. And have mana next turn to cast 2 Rams, which is pretty good. Presence. Alright, they got a pretty good Enchantress draw here. I actually have no idea how this is going to play out. But we're going to play some... I screwed up. I should have Baldur's Gate. 1, 2, 3... Nah, never mind. Baldur's Gate only taps for 3 at present, so it doesn't actually gain any mana. So... Double Ram, say go. Solemnity. So if they can get down the Solemnity clause with 9 lives, so they can't lose the game via damage. But we can just get them with the Mace's End. So they have a very good draw here. I mean, this is basically their draw couldn't be more ideal than this. Another Route. Okay. So Gate taps for 1, 2, 3. Does not profitably make mana. We can just like Route and Explore here, I guess. I guess we're going to explore first and see what we draw. And then we'll route, because we almost want to draw a gate. So, we turn to the Ram. This is interesting. The fear is they play 9 lives next turn. We can't deal damage anyway. I think I would rather just cast the route here and then attack for 8. And then if they don't have 9 lives, we can kill them. If not, we'll just be building towards our mana here. So we're gonna get more of the card draw lands because we need to find our more land effects to try and get Maze's End going. So gonna get 2 of these card draw lands. We now have 8/8 Rams. Send in the Rams. Yeah, they have a 9 lives here. So we now need to win the game via Maze's End because we can't win the game through damage. Maybe, maybe not. Draw 2. Sanctum Weaver. Kind of 2 ships passing in the night here. Both decks. All right, they didn't have it. Sweet, cool. So you can see the Ram. The Ram isn't really like the plan A, but it's a pretty good plan B. All things considered, it's just huge. It blocks. It attacks. Could just close the game out. So we're gonna bring in our Ugin as a way to mop things up. Gates Ablaze is interesting because they do have a number of creatures we want to kill, as we saw that game. Negate seems kind of important too. Chandra doesn't do anything against the 9 lives. Yeah, I kind of want some Negates. I kind of want to have, like, 2 Gates Ablaze. I'm going to shave a Guild Summit. Guild Summit is pretty good, but, like, we don't really need to just draw cards against them. Raw card quantity. Like, they're not thought seizing us. They're not countering our spells. Like, we get to just kind of do our thing. So, I think 2 Negates and 2 Gates Ablaze are pretty good. So, interesting game there, because if they had the 9 live combo, we could have won the game with Maze's End still, which is kind of sweet. So, fantastic end. We got Maze's End, and we got all the good land ramp. This is great. So we're going to go Guildgate on 1. Going to go Grazer double Guildgate on 2. Get our Explorers going. There's this again. Good card. Good card. Izzet Guildgate. Alright, so play that and put in the Izzet Guildgate and put in the Gruul Guildgate and say go. Next turn we can explore and play both these lands. Set up for maybe a mid-sized Krasis and draw some cards. We already have 4 gates for Maze's End, which is great. Alright, they have this pretty good curve again of set this into a presence. Let's see what we can do. Gates Ablaze. We could kill this, but let's wait. Maybe they'll play a Sanctum Weaver or something else. And honestly, I just want to kind of get my own thing going here. So let's play Explore. I can now play 2 extra lands. Wow. That stinks. I did not think through the auto tapper there, and we just punted. So if I had left a blue up, I could have cast Growth Spiral also, but I did not because I just let the auto tapper do it and didn't think about it, which stinks, unfortunately, which stinks. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll make it work. So with the Maze's End in our hand, the Growth Spiral still has value anyway. So play both those, just say go. Probably play Krasis for 4 next turn, and then set up for Growth Spiral. We can Maze's End and Growth Spiral. So they have Sterling Grove. This is why that 1 Ugin looks real good in the deck. It's just a way to kind of break these things up. You know, some decks are people making crazy board states like this deck, or Angels or Auras. So having that 1 safety valve is nice. They're going to play an All-Seed also. Now they can protect their Sithis from Gates Ablaze, but this is okay, I think. Again, Maze's End is a ticket here. So, you know what? We're going to have Maze's End for a Baldur's Gate, and then play Forest, Growth Spiral, put the Maze's End back in play. We'll Krasis next turn for $1 million. Make sure we tap our lands right this time, unfortunately. So we're going to go Baldur's Gate. Maze's End. Baldur's Gate. Comes an untap too. I didn't even think about that. That's kind of awesome, but does not actually do anything for us. So we can't use the extra mana really. Because we need a blue and a green, so... Alright, sure. That's fine, whatever. Do this. I guess we could Spiral on their turn, so... We'll just take up. Currently at 5 uniquely named gates. They're going to sack the Grove, and they're going to go get what? They have a lot of cards. Sanctum Weaver? Okay. I mean, ideally they just tap out and I get to blaze them. I might not be able to, but we'll see. Weaver's pretty good. It taps for a mana of any color for every enchantment you control. So, pretty powerful effect. See here, already has 4 enchantments in play. Would love to see him tap out here. Now they're going to play Haven. Alright. This is a lot of cards. The Enchanter's deck is very good at drawing cards. Best thing here would be like tap 2, play another Weaver, so you could actually wipe the board next turn. But they're not going to do that. They're going to play it safe, so it's fine. So we attack. We fire in a little block here. A little small ball combat for both battle cruiser decks. And step Growth Spiral. Grazer's a great draw. This is what I was saying about the extra land effects playing well with Mace's End. So they're going to discard to hand size. And we draw a Growth Spiral. Awesome. So we're going to start by playing a gate, making mana Baldur's Gate, Mace's Ending, and putting it back into play, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. So this taps for 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a lot of mana, yeah. You can Spiral maybe too. Let's play this. Let's tap white and green. We're going to make green mana. So 5 green, 6, 7, 8 mana total, which is 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So we're going to Mace's End. Just get any uniquely named gate. Probably one of the Gates of Manorborn. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to cast 2, 3. Do I want to Spiral first, or do I want to Grazer? Let's just Spiral first. Spiral, draw. So Plaza of Harmony. Okay, sure. I shall actually just put this in. Sure. Put that in. We can... Oh, 1 green floating. Sure. And then we play Grazer. I screwed up. I should have done it the other way. I could have gotten Jegantha. It's okay. Whatever. I should have put in the... the Plaza untapped off the Spiral. Because it's important to note in this deck that some things put things in tapped, like Grazer. Some things just put them into play untapped, like Spiral. So I messed up. I could have gotten Jegantha or cast Ablaze. Not that I want to cast Ablaze here, but... Alright, so... We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates in play. They cycle. They do have a really good hand, dude. They could definitely pop off to start with it, but they have a bunch of mana and a million cards. But we have Big Krasis lined up. It's funny, it kind of looks like we have Negate, because we have just two mana up, but that Destiny Spinner makes it so things can't be countered, so... They're clear for takeoff here. They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. We're going to fire up a huge Krasis next turn, try and draw some lands, get our Mace's End going, and our goal is to either Mace's End as fast as possible, or Ugin them. Either would work. Although Ugin is not all-encompassing, because they do a bunch of stuff. They're going to cast Banishing Light. Oh no, my Sloth. Alright. Hit my Sloth. So many cards in hand. Sanctum, we were tapping for 7 mana. And they're just gonna scoop. I guess so I think that, like, strategically, I don't know if they can beat us. Because realistically, the point of the Enchantress deck is to kind of, like, lock you out of the game. And then win the game with Spinner eventually or whatever. But Maze's End just beats that. Now, they do have Spinner in play. They could have, like, made some big attackers and stuff. So that scoop did feel weird. I don't know why they did that, honestly. But eventually, Maze's End will get them. Yeah, kind of weird, honestly. That was a little weird. This thing makes lands into creatures that trample and haste. They have a lot of enchantments in play, a lot of mana. I don't know. That was kind of a weird scoop. I don't know what's going on. But what are you going to do? Flop. Alright, on the blood. Hand scrape. Oh, nope, no green. Never mind. I mean, there are a lot of green lands in the deck, obviously. It is a little risky. This is definitely a risky one. We do have the route, which is really important. We have got... Let's take a look. We've got You can't even see all the lands on here, honestly. The green gates of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12, really? Oh, that's interesting. These mazes that would work too. I feel like on a draw, maybe we're going to keep this one. I guess we're going to mulligan this. We're just not going to risk this. We'll mulligan. Okay, that's better, obviously. We're going to keep this. We're going to ship the Grazer. We have an untapped land for Explore on turn 2. And Grazer's bad when you mulligan, especially on the play, because like you should have enough resources, but these cards replace themselves, so we'll just do this. Turn 2, Baldur's Gate Explore. We got a Spara's Headquarters. Okay. Looking for... There we go. Perfect. Now you got our gates going. We got our little sheep. Alright, Spara's Headquarters, Breeding Pool. We draw another gate. Excellent. This is excellent. Good draw so far. Good draw so far. 6/6 on turn 4. Not too bad. Not too bad. Bant Strict Proctor. Unfortunately, Strict Proctor is really annoying against Guild Summit. But sure. Guild Summit, of course, triggers whenever you play a gate, you draw a card. This stops that. But we are going to... right now, gate makes 3, so it's not mana positive. I guess we're going to play Summit and just draw 2. Oh, no, this taxes that, too. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Stupid Strict Proctor. What are we going to do now? Jeez. Casting Growth Spiral is not particularly appealing. Obviously, the Ram's getting in. Krasis would only be for 5, which is not particularly great either. We can Spiral and just put Jegantha in our hand, I guess. I think I like that best. So I'll just cast Spiral and see what we draw. Start there. Draw Plaza of Harmony. Alright, so put in Plaza. We don't gain any life because of stupid Strict Proctor. Play Plaza again. No Strict Proctor. Attack for 8. Or 6, I mean. Jegantha's obviously very castable. It's a good sized creature. The mana ability is not irrelevant either, so just cast Krasis next turn, I suppose. This is a Lotus Field deck? Why are they playing Strict Proctor? Usually this card is played alongside Lotus Field to get Lotus Field into play for cheap skis. Another Guild Summit, it's pretty annoying. We're just gonna Krasis for 4 here. Yeah, this makes 3, sure, whatever, sure. Draw some cards, see if we can draw Gate or not. So, this is like your mid-sized Krasis, usually at X is 4. Draw 2 gates, cool. And then play a gate, pump the thing up, get him with the Ram. It has Vigilance, so you can not Wandering Emperor it, which is a nice little piece of side tech there. Alright, they're at 7. I mean, we'll see if Gatebreaker Ram can just go all the way here. And of course, the good news is if they play a Wrath or whatever, we get to play Guild Summit and draw a bunch of cards. Jellyfish Hydra Beast. Looks like a bad guy from Ocarina of Time. You know, it's like Hydroid Krasis, Jellyfish Jellyfish Hydra Beast. Here's the fairy. I gotta tuck the Ram and they just die. They're dead anyway, right? We gotta tuck the Ram and then chump the Proctor. So tuck that. We're going to kill Teferi here. We could attack them and force chump block either way, but I'd rather do Teferi 1 than them 1. So then we're going to Guild Summit and draw a bunch of cards. They could obviously decline to block and just let Teferi die. I guess that they would just do that because Teferi would die anyway. Actually, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. So if I attack Teferi, they just don't block. So we just attack them, so I want this Proctor dead to draw a million cards off Guild Summit. So attack them. They block. We play Guild Summit. Draw a bunch of cards. So, boom, boom. You're at 3. We're going to tap this. I want to draw an extra card, so we're going to add blue. We're going to draw a bunch of cards here, so. Do I want to catch Jegantha too? Play Summit. I can tap. Huh. I could play Summit, just not tap any, and just play a land, draw a card, cast Jegantha. Then if they have a Wrath, things are pretty bad for us. But I'm going to do that, actually. So we play this. I'm actually not going to tap anything. So we're going to just decline. And then we're going to play a Guildgate, draw a card, and then just play a Jegantha. So you go. So we still have infinite mana, we have infinite card draw. They had a half to Wrath here, but they just die. Both creatures are lethal, so like neither one's ever attacking Teferi, but now if they have a Shark Typhoon or a single removal spell, we still get to kill them. Okay. So they're gonna untap their lands. Say go. We draw that Ram we were looking at. Just gonna attack them. They could have like Settle here or something like that, but if they do, whatever. We'll just get our 2 forests and deal with it. Realistically, our win con in a matchup like this is Maze's End, so we're just drawing 1,000 cards. Attack you. What's up? Discontinuity. As long as it is your turn in the turn. Why didn't they just play this on our upkeep? Okay, so I guess max punish for not playing a land before I attacked, but at the same time, they could have just done this on my upkeep. It's time stop, so they're ending the turn. So it's basically just time warp. Sure. Okay, that's fine, I guess. So this works with Lotus Field also. You like play a Lotus Field, and then just pay 2 mana and end the turn, skipping the trigger. I mean, if they just time walk a bunch of times, then we can't win, I guess. That's going to be good against us, but I can't imagine they are that many good time warps in the format, so time warp is banned, Nexus Fate is banned. Right? Yeah, those cards are banned, right? The Proctor's back. That's really annoying, sure. There's Lotus Field, so they have to do the whole Lotus Field thing. Untap, make mana. I would say our matchup against traditional control decks is very good, but the ones that play Lotus Field are a little better because they actually have like an actual powerful draw to work towards. Most control decks don't have a nut draw, but these decks can. A lot of cards in end. And again, Proctor turning off Summit is really, really annoying. But I can make a bunch of mana in the end step. Draw a card, draw a spell off our gate. Okay, these gates are so awesome. 4 mana to draw a spell in a deck that's full of lands and is really, really great. So, alright, so we're gonna make a bunch of green mana and draw in case we draw like a gross power or something like that. So, seek a non-land card. We're gonna go find another Ram, sure. Alright, untap. Guess I'm playing a land first in case they have discontinuity. They can't have continuity. Wait, what did they not untap their Lotus Field? Okay. What? Let's, I'm just gonna attack first. Let's attack first, see what's up. Attack you. See if this Proctor has to block. They could have like Wandering Emperor plus block. Archmage's Charm, draw 2. Huh. Maybe they misclicked and didn't untap their Lotus Field? I don't know. I mean, like, we were still way ahead that game, so I'll take it. I'll take it. We're going to bring in our Negates, our Disputes, and our Chandras. We're going to cut all the Gates Ablaze. And we're going to cut 2 Arboreal Grazers matchup. Grazer's still really good, but we don't need the blocker at all. And it's the worst of the extra land effects if we're not trying to race, which we're not. So, gonna bring in, well, now we have 4 counter spells and 2 uncounterable Chandras, which is a phenomenal card in control matchup. We lose Jegantha, but totally worth it because Chandra is just so good against control decks. Very hard to pressure. Once you give them a few emblems, they can't do much. It's great. Chandra's really, really good. We can cast a turn 4 easily, too. So a lot of times they'll plan on not countering the card draw spells because they're going to counter the thing we get with it. But what was I saying about Arboreal Grazer not being great in these control matchups? Oh, this is so awkward. So only 2 lands, and Grazer is just not a good hand. We have double route, which is great. We can see over half our deck here is lands, but we just can't keep this in. Like, we just can't afford to miss land drops. The second Grazer is never putting in an extra land, and the first one might not either, so we're going to mulligan here. All right, we're going to keep this. I'm not going to 5. We have 2 counter spells and a spiral, which is really good. The question is, do we dump Guild Summit or the Ram? Ram is pretty good against them, honestly. It allows us to play sort of like a threat plus counter spells game. I think it's actually one of the counters here. So we're going turn 1, Guildgate, turn 2, land, end step, Growth Spiral. I guess Summit has problems against Strict Proctor. I'm just going to go to Summit. All right, his hand's not great. Again, it does amaze me how often this deck draws a 2-land hand when literally half of the deck is land. But all right, I guess now we're going to Grazer Guildgate because we want to maybe draw land next turn. But so here we go. Well over half our deck is lands. Ideally, we draw a land and spiral into a land. That would be like the best case scenario. But all blue-green cards and a Chandra. Okay, there's our land. Sweet. I'm a little wary of Censor or Jawari Disruption here. As far as just like casting the Ram. It's kind of a weird pause, too. I also only have 1 gate. Ram's pretty small. I'm just going to play land, so I go. Just going to play land, so I go. We can spiral. We also have the dispute and the negate on their turn also. And I love this UI change. Love it. Strict Proctor. I think we counter this. If they're casting us now on turn 3 and they wanted to wait on it, they assuredly have Lotus Field. So let's not give them that advantage. And honestly, we're not spiraling for much value anyway, so because we don't even have a land in our hand. So, all right, play Hollow Fountain. So go. We draw Guild Summit. Also, it makes our Guild Summits competitor. Also, all right. I think we just play Guild Summit here. It's Guild Summit or Ram. This is the turn to play a spell. I don't play Summit. I'm just gonna resolve it. Resolve it. So go. Right now, Ram's only a 3/3, so whatever. But Summit. Now we start drawing gates. We can start drawing cards and get our ball rolling here because right now we're hands pretty shitty, honestly. So Island, the World Tree, interesting. We draw Guildgate, sweet. So now we're off for the races. So play Guildgate, draw a card, hopefully a gate. Growth Spiral. All right. So we say go. Now you have Negate up and Growth Spiral up. Ideally, we Growth Spiral into a land. End step Charm, draw 2. They could have stolen my Grazer. They could have taken it. Chose not to. So now you have Negate counter to Fairy. Not an ideal draw on our side, but we're making it work. The World Tree. Not legendary, even though it is the World Tree. What do I know? Alright, so a Growth Spiral. Don't have a land yet. Oh, that's not a land. Okay. And that is... Alright, we've drawn all 3 Simic Guildgates, which is a little interesting, but sure. Play Guildgate, draw, Route. We are not playing Route into open mana and send this many cards, so we're just going to go here. Yeah, we're going to chill. Just to go. No Deluge or profitable play. Like Archmage Charm is good for us. Very, very good for us there. So they have all sorcery speed stuff. We have a Counterspell, Growth Spiral. We're just making our moves here. A nice slow game. Every land drop draws its card, which is great. So eventually we'll draw a gate that's not Simic Guildgate. We are out of Simic Guildgates now. So Breeding Pool. All right. Growth Spiral again. Gate, please. That's a gate. It's not a... Not a non-blue or green gate, but it's a gate. We draw a card. All right, cool. Now I got some white mana and Maze's End. Okay. Now, I think we're going Ram Maze's End. Because Maze's End can kind of get the ball really rolling here. And I would like to cast something, and I think Ram is less important than Route is. So, cast the Ram. Still have the gate up. And then Maze's End is, of course, phenomenal. Rewind. Wow. That's cool. Sure. That's fine. I don't really care that much about that, so sure. Untap for him. Rewind's a cool card. I like Rewind a lot. Play Maze's End, just say go. Uncounterable way to win the game and tutor up our lands, draw cards, etc., etc. Once they have Field of Ruin, Maze's End is pretty phenomenal against them. Blue. I mean, they have the World Tree in play. I don't know why they're... Oh, they have Lotus Field, sure. Lotus Field, sack 2 lands, so playing it the fair way. Lotus Field and the World Tree, not a combo. Not a combo. Teferi, get off my plane. Alright, now we're clear for takeoff here. Oh, this is going to be an unbelievable turn. Alright, yeah, let's play Gate, draw a card. Negate also. Oh my god, we're firing on all cylinders here. Play Route, get Baldur's Gate and Boros Guildgate, so our mana's all fixed. Draw 2. Gate. Summit. We could explore here, put this thing in, but I want to keep the gate up again, so I think we're like, we are golden one way or another here. We also have Chandra. We have double red now. We got Baldur's Gate. Maze's End. We're really, really cooking here. Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. Okay. Makes sense with the World Tree. Obviously, not going to get Lotus Field. They are going to get Lotus Field. They're going to sack the World Tree. Interesting. I guess these also tap for any color, so they can still activate Golos with it. Sure, it's fine, I guess. A little more awkward, though, for sure. Down to Oh my god, Krasis too. Woo! What an embarrassment of riches here. Alright, we're going to tap green. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to play the gate first. Get more mana from my Baldur's Gate. So play this. Another gate. Let's tap white and green. We're going to Baldur's Gate for green mana. We're casting Chandra also. Green. Casting Explorer also. We're just doing everything here. I mean, let's just cast Chandra first, I guess. Whatever. Play Chandra first. Plus Chandra.
Stay back.
And then we're going to Maze's End for one of my card draw lands. Keep getting unique lands. And then we're going to draw a card. Draw a Route also. I wish I cast Explorer. Leave up our counter spells. So play Explore. Put Maze's End back into play. And just say go. With about as a dominating a board as you can possibly have. We have two uncounterable win conditions, a bajillion cards in hand, a card draw engine, uncounterable card draw engine. We have 1,000 mana in play with Baldur's Gate. We have a bunch of cards in play with our gates that draw cards. Like, about as unassailable as a position as possible. Primal Command. We're going to put Maze's End on top of our library and then shuffle it. We could easily win without it, honestly. This is fine. I'm going to save this Negate for something truly devastating, because this is whatever. We're going to win this game with Chandra and Krasis, you know? Sure. Alright, so... untap. We have another Route, too, so... like, we'll eventually just draw Maze's End again. It didn't destroy it. It just shoveled it back in, so... so they had a way to actually deal with the Maze's End, too, but I don't even think it's remotely close. We can Route into Krasis. Draw a million cards. Play Seagate. Draw Dispute too, sure. So plus this. We're going to play a Guildgate. Draw a card. We're going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Route. Then we're going to get 2 uniquely named Guildgates. Then we're going to draw 2 cards. Then we're going to make some mana with Baldur's Gate, tapping the red land and I guess this green land. We're going to make a bunch of green. How about 11 green mana? Is that good enough? Let's cast that Growth Spiral first. Explore, sure. Put it in the Guildgate. And we're going to explore again. Put in the Forest. We're going to that lovely stage in the game where our lands are going to scroll because we have too many of them. I want to leave it Negate. 8, 9, 10. Krasis for 4 or 8. Draw 4. They're going to stifle the trigger on the Krasis. You know what? I'll allow that. Our hand is so full anyway that I don't even care. And we still get an 8-8. So that's fine. And then we're going to say go with Growth Spiral and Dispute and Negate up. They have 2 Chandra emblems, where Chandra emblem deals them 1 damage every turn. So I take 2 more. And they got a lot to beat here. Once we actually find mazes then, now it's lethal too. So, Seagate Restoration. They will draw 3 cards and have no maximum hand size. Sure. What do you got? A shellacking, I believe is the term here. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 unique gates right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a fairly dominating performance. Deck seems pretty good against control decks. All right, let's go. On the play. The sand is fine. It's got no blue. We have Gates Ablaze, Stay Alive, which is great. Have the Harmony as well. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I think that even though there's no ramp, turn 3 Gates Ablaze is pretty good. Obviously, we can scale up as we go on. We draw a blue source. We've got Gold Summit. We've got a Temple of Mystery. Sure. So, draw a Route. Also great. Also great. Just play Manorborn. Just say go. So, you get Pyroclasm next turn if we want it. Or we can scale up and wait. We draw a blue source. That'd be awesome as well for Guild Summit. Route on turn 4 is just ideal as well. So Maze's End. Gotta find the way. Find the way. Just tap land go. Wow. Draw blue source. Also wow. All right, sweet. Play Guildgates. There you go. Breeding Pool, Temple of Mystery. Getting some sort of like rampy combo-y vibes here. All blue-green lands. Just say go. Alright. This smells very counterspelly. I don't know if I want to cast a spell here or not. We might just put Jegantha in hand and play our Rakdos Guildgate now. Yeah, we're just gonna chill. Just gonna chill. Play land, say go. I want to see what's going on here. I don't know what's up yet. Just gonna cast the Brazen Borrower, sure. Maybe blue-green Flash? That would probably be pretty good against this, honestly. A blue-green Flash deck. They have like Frilled Mystic and Night Pack Ambusher and all that stuff. Don't know how good it would be in the format as a whole, but against us, it does seem pretty good. I'm gonna attempt to resolve Guild Summit and see what happens. This would be draw 2 if it resolves, and obviously it would be in play, which is insane. I think they're gonna counter it, but Frilled Mystic. All right, we called it. So, all right, sure, that's fine. We're probably gonna get crushed here, honestly. We're gonna play Guildgate and say go. We have Gates Ablaze if we can resolve it, but that is a big if. And their clock is pretty fast right now. Well, that was actually a pretty good draw. All right, Hydroid Krasis ain't bad. Because we'll at least draw the cards anyway, of course. All right, I'm in. Gain 3 life, cast Krasis. It is well sized if it resolves to kind of have to counter it. And then we just draw some cards also, which is great. Wow. They're going to ambush her. And main deck Mystical Dispute. Get out of here. All right. Well, now we're all in on Gates Ablaze resolving, so hopefully they have no more hard counterspells. Nissa? This is like a nightmare matchup. Jeez. Once we board and bring in our disputes, maybe, but this is actually a nightmare. All right, well, it just comes down to, do they have another counterspell? Because if they don't, this Gates Ablaze is going to be absolutely backbreaking. If they do, we are dead. So, Grazer's not bad either. All right, well, Gates Ablaze it is. So, Gates Ablaze. Floats some mana. Everything dies. Okay. We have no mana float. We're going to go to second main phase. Another Night Pack Ambusher. We're still alive. Technically. We're still alive. So we play Ram. We play land. We play Grazer. We put in a Guildgate and say go. Technically still alive. They only have one card left. They're going to Vantress and then untap the lands. They can't really attack, and then Ram can attack Nissa. I guess if they don't cast a spell, they get a wolf too, but... Alright, untap. We have Jegantha. We can't do Jegantha. We can Jegantha end route, actually. Alright. Let's just make our Ram as large as possible. Honestly. Play route. Oh, no, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do math. I can't Jegantha end route. In which case, I guess we're dead. Because we need to play Jegantha now. 5 and 3. Yeah, so let's cast Explore. And just try and find a couple. 3, 7. We're going to kill 2 of these on the attack. If they want to keep the Nissa alive. Now let's cast Explore. Let's start there. Let's draw Gates Ablaze and make this easy. We did not. We can play these lands, though. So now it's 10-10. Attack Nissa. And now it kills all of these. They block with everything. So drawing the gate there was a little lucky. But kill Nissa, play Jegantha. If they have like a counter for Jegantha, we lose also. But what am I going to do, you know? So... No! Another Mystical Dispute. God, they're exactly lethal. I have Nissa too. Alright. They would have won anyway. So the second Nissa closes the game. We like almost came back that game. That's crazy. That's crazy. We almost came back that game. Alright. Main deck Mystical Disputes are murder for us. We get to bring in our own disputes. This is going to be tough. We're going to bring in Chandra also. It's just uncounterable. I would say we need to cut some guild summits. Maybe all the guild summits, because it's really, really clunky and slow. Also blue. And I'm going to cut one more spell. Chandra being uncounterable is obviously a pretty big game. I mean, Route's, even though it's clunky, Route's the best card in our deck by far, so we just can't cut Route. Grazer's pretty... Grazer actually doesn't actually block anything. Because they have all 3 power creatures. Maybe because we're cutting the guild summit, we have less card draw, so Grazer's worse. I'm going to shave a Grazer. I mean, I don't know. Shave a Grazer seems so tough. Ram is great, because they can't really kill it either. Ram and Krazers are very good. Ablaze is good. Dispute is good. I'm going to shave a Grazer. I could shave a land, actually. Maybe we shave... We shave a land? Because we're like... without Guild Summit, we kind of need to draw spells a little more. I guess we might make all of our land drops, but it also feels like a bad matchup too. We can't just sit back and play land. I'm gonna shave a land. I'm gonna shave like the Dimir Guildgate or whatever. Maybe it's actually Rakdos Guild, whatever, doesn't matter. One of the off-color guild gates. Let's try this. No more Jegantha, which is fine, I think. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Definitely a tough matchup. You know, the all-flash creatures plus counterspells plan, good against the mana rampy plan, but we'll see what we can do. Hand is not great, but we're going to keep it. It's got Chandra, it has a Route, it has a Krasis, so even Krasis on like 2 is like still reasonable against them. They mulligan. Temple of Mystery. Another Route. Alright. Tap land. Oh man, we're just routing every turn. Honestly, this isn't that bad. We're trying to jam route every turn and force them to counter it every turn. So they can't get a threat into play. They missed a land drop. Oh my god. Okay, so them missing a land drop, they assuredly have a counterspell of some kind. I'm just gonna cast Krasis as a 2/2 here. Get something on the board they can block. Draw an extra card. Just kind of do our thing. Them missing a land drop is pretty insane. Sure. Essence Scatter. It's like 4 creatures in my deck. Draw a Dispute. That's awesome. And a Baldur's Gate. Alright, this game's over now. They just like had a horrible hand. So cast Route with Dispute up. They counter it. We dispute. Win the game. Alright, it just resolves anyway. Sure. Alright. Boros Guildgate and one of these gates. Sure. And yeah, this game's over. So alright. Yeah. Definitely, their deck is a little clunky. They gotta make their land drops for sure, but I mean, play this. Baldur's Gate for... I'm not gonna show up Chandra, so for green, play a Route. Get 2 more gates. Play a Route. Get 2 more gates. Trying to get unique ones in case you draw Maze's End, so just get the ones that have unique types. So there you go. We have all 4 card draw gates in play. Sure. Crack the Failed Best? Sure. I think we're good here. Gonna sandbag Chandra. Don't want him to see it. Krasis. In the flash deck? What? All right, sure, yeah. You want to play the Krasis game with me, my friend? I'll beat you in the Krasis game, all right? I think I got you covered there. All right, so untap and draw another gate. Sure. So we're gonna make like a bajillion mana here. We're gonna tap you and you. Make Baldur's Gate for green. And we're going to draw off of this one. Explore. We'll draw a spell off this one. Krasis. Just play a large... What do we have right now? We have just 10/10 Krasis? Sure. I'm in. You want to play the Hydroid Krasis game with me, my friend. I'll play that game with you all day, every day, right? All day, every day. I'm going to play Plaza of Harmony so we have to dispute up just in case they have like a steal spell. Whatever, doesn't matter. So, obviously a non-competitive game. They just didn't have any lands. I think there's a Negate. I don't think so. Try and win a counter war, but like, that just seems so hard to do. Alright. Let's go here. Let's go. I'm aware. I'm aware me and Jegantha aren't friends anymore. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Alright, this is a tough one. On the draw, bad matchup. Our final match of the day. Let's see what we can do. Our hand is pretty good. Our hand is pretty good. We're going to keep Grazer and Dispute. Alright, second Grazer not as good as the first, but play Grazer. We shaved a Grazer, right? No, we did not, actually. We shaved the land. Maybe in the play I should have the Grazer over land, actually, but... Tap land. We have Explore. Alright, well... Can I find a land, please? Oh my god, you're killing me. 29 lands in a deck. Can't draw a land. Oh god, you're killing me. No, come on. Why are you like this? Alright, we're in trouble. Alright. Shouldn't have cut that 30th land. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Now we're 100% dead. Can't ever fall behind against this deck. Frilled Mystic is not a great card because it's so bad when you're behind. But when you're ahead, Frilled Mystic is everything you could ever want. And this is just a joke. All right. I'm not casting Ram here. I'm going to say go. If they cast a Ambusher, we'll counter it with Mystical Dispute. Killer game. Just a killer game. Brazen Borrower. I mean, we can't let them get ahead on the board, so sure. We're so dead. Play Nissa. No? Alright. Alright, we drew a gate. Play the Ram. Frilled Mystic, yeah. I get it. I get the story. I understand. I understand how this game works. No attacks, thank you. If we can draw, like, running lands, maybe we have a chance. We do have two, like, uncounterable things in our hand, and we are at 20. What the hell is going on over here? Alright, that's a land. Cast a route. Never resolving, but hopefully just not another Frilled Mystic. Negate. Alright, that's not that bad. Hopefully, again, there's no Ambusher here. There's no more threats. I need a little more time. I need a little more time. Borrower. Not that bad. And they use the Negate, too, so our Gates Ablaze might actually have some value. And Chandra can minus sweep also, so... Oh, wow, they're tapping out? Okay. The thing is that this stupid Hall might just get us. Alright, we can't draw land. We've drawn more Grazers than lands, practically. Alright, this is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing for us, but... Play Gates Ablaze. Play a Grazer. I actually screwed up. I probably should have cast both Grazers this turn. Because we gotta block this thing every turn. I can't afford to play a blocker next turn. Alright. Draw a tap land. No. No. Alright. I'm gonna play Krasis on 1, just to have 2 blockers. So let's play... Yeah, Krasis on 1. I mean 2, whatever. Draw 1 card. Alright, that's not the worst. Play Guildgate. Play this thing. Play Guildgate. Again, this Hall of Storm Giants is actually pretty annoying for us, but them tapping out every turn to use it is not that bad. They have Nissa now. Shh, Nikes. And Chandra does not kill the elemental lands because they are elementals. So we can minus Chandra to kill Nissa directly, but interesting. So they're going to choose the Hall, which gives it counters. They can activate it, and it'll be a 10-10. But they don't have enough mana to activate. Oh, they do have enough mana to activate it right now. Sure, we'll block it. All right, sure. Let's block this. It's an interesting choice. All right. We need a way to beat this Hall of Storm Giants. But Chandra's here. Chandra's on 6. So I can just kill Nissa straight up.
If you haven't heard of me,
I mean, what else can I do, right? So just 6 mana uncounterable kill Nissa. Don't feel so good, but all right, say go. God, it's just too many missed land drops this game. We just missed so many land drops. Can't do it. We shouldn't be at a point where the hall is getting us, you know. It sucks. It sucks that they flooded pretty bad too. This game, they just like got ahead so much early that like now this Hall's a problem. So they attack. We block. Because if we don't block, it's gonna be a 10-10. We'll go to 2, and we don't want to put ourselves dead. All right. What can we draw here? Another Krasis. Maze's End. That is not good enough. All right. We'll draw off our gate. A spell, perhaps, perchance. Oh. That can... No, I can't kill this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. It's 10-10. 4. That can kill this if they pump and put me to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I have to play this land and just say go. So if I Gates Ablaze, I'll just pump it response. Play Maze's End and say go. Hope they don't have another creature here to kill me. Or anything. If they describe... They gotta miss a lot. They gotta miss a lot here for us to have a chance to win this game. But bottom's a start. If it starts anywhere, it starts there. Alright, in. Tap 6, make it a 10-10. Can they afford to do it twice? I don't think so. They can't, actually. So Gates Ablaze will now kill the Hall. Okay. The problem is now we're down to any flash creature. Kills the Hall. Alright, I mean... Maze's End. Go get a gate. Get Baldur's Gate. Play Maze's End. No flash creature, please. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! 6, 7. Yeah. Alright, they got us. Alright, I mean, considering that it's a pretty awful matchup, and we drew pretty badly in Game 3, and we're still in the game, I'll take that. I'll take that. So 2-1, not too shabby. This deck is awesome. I am so impressed with this deck. Built it, you know, again, on stream, on my show, I do call it Freshly Brewed once a week, where I build a new deck every week. It's off of an idea and just play it. And built the deck, and I was like, all right, this is a fun little meme, whatever. But having played the deck now for a bit, this deck is really impressive. It attacks the metagame at a very, very interesting angle. Most folks, there is no Blood Moon in Historic. You know, there is no card that really screws up lands. And the engine is powerful. It can play both sides of the ball, where it can attack quickly with the Rams. It wins the long game at Maze's End. It draws cards in the interim. It can Wrath. It can kill things. It can draw cards. Sideboard's very flexible. Deck's just super, super cool. Deck's just super, super cool. So, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's freaking Gate. Check it out. So, that's the deck. I'm Jim Davis. As always, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com proper, where you can find free content every single weekday. Free. No paywall. I do a video Monday, a written article Friday, and I hope to see you there. Last Friday's article was all about 5 pieces of advice for aspiring content creators. I think it came out really, really well. So if you're a content creator, want to be a content creator, or want to know what goes into being a content creator, check that one out on CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code Jim5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Go get your everything. Get your double masters packs, your games, board games, you name it, they got it. CoolStuffInc.com. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Jim Davis, and I'll see you next time.